So I had a shake in the morning, and then I was sort of hungry and then not hungry, and I ate last night. I went out with a friend and had a Cobb salad, grilled chicken, and I was fine. So this morning I got up, I had my keto shake, yummy. I made it a coffee flavored with my refuel, and I put some cinnamon in it, and water, and some vanilla, and some heavy cream, yummy, yummy. And I was fine. Then all of a sudden, I got like the hungry horrors. I was hangry. And I was like, no, I'm going to intermittent fast. I'm not going to eat till later on tonight. And I had to eat. I had another busy day at a lunch and learn with this thing I'm working on with nodes on a blockchain at 2:30 my time. And at 2 o'clock, I had to have something to eat. So I ended up making keto grilled cheese with keto bread and organic turkey. So I wasn't expecting that. And today it was like really nice here. It was like 60 degrees, and now it's cooling down and I'm back on my walk. So if you're new to my channel, please subscribe and walk with me anywhere in the world and tell me what you're doing, and if you're walking as well. And has anybody here had a situation where you got thrown off with being hungry or hangry with intermittent fasting? So I'd love to hear about it, and if you can relate to that too. So I think getting started with the intermittent fasting does that, because I've done it before a long time ago. You kind of have to ease into everything, and I think we have to listen to our body, what our body's telling us, right? So I was definitely hungry, and I'm glad I ate because I needed to. I'm full now, so my goal is to not eat till tomorrow morning. I'm just not hungry, and that's good. But I was hungry at around 2 o'clock, so I just listened to what my body wanted, and I did it. So, I mean, if I get hungry, I might have some nuts or something, but I don't think I'm going to be hungry tonight. I just don't feel it, and that's good. So I'm walking again. My name's Steve Klein. Welcome to my wellness quest, my wellness channel. And I started this channel a few years ago. Had some health issues, taking Advil, and I ended up vomiting blood, almost died, ended up in the hospital. There was a few other things too. I'm a balloon artist, was mouth-inflating balloons, and from the pressure of the twisting balloons, I have a hiatal hernia. So I found that out. Thank God. They thought I had cancer, or they thought I had an ulcer. I didn't have any of that, thank God. And what happened was they said I had bad acid reflux. So I had to go on Nexium. I was on Nexium for 10 years. Went to the dentist, had some x-rays done, and they found I had bone loss, one of the side effects. So I said I have to get off of that. And I found this high-impact ginger turmeric and muscadine like nothing else I've ever seen or experienced. High impact. Lab tested out once but twice. A lot of the stuff we find, I found out in the stores, lab tested, is rice dyed, okay, that you think is ginger and turmeric. You are what you eat, and you are what you pay for, right? So I've had some serious health stuff, and just working on it, not on any medication, don't want to be, okay? And I hope that this inspires you to join me in walking at least. So I just find that the benefits of doing that are so many, from weight loss to a great mindset to sleeping better, just so many different things. And again, so what do I think to eat then? Ketogenic diet. So keto or paleo, it's the best way to eat. And you really don't feel hungry when you're easing into it. I'm just intermittent fasting now, which is eating less. Because now somebody on here commented and asked me how much I weighed last week. And I was like, none of your business. But it got me thinking that even though I'm walking, and I encourage everybody to walk with me, right? And I'm working on wellness. Yes, I do want to lose weight too. There's nothing wrong with that. So they were right in that respect. So I know that when I up my ginger, my turmeric, my muscadine seed oil, and I intermittent fast and walk and drink enough water, I do lose weight. And that's a good thing. And inches, more so, right? Is this for... so acid reflux, yes. So, I'm not a doctor and I'm making claims. What I found out is that ginger really helps in staying away from certain things. But I find that's a great question. So let's bring this into a good answer to that question. And let me know who you are, by the way, and where you're messaging from. I'd love to know you and connect with you. And if you have acid reflux, let me know. So the industrial revolution started, and it started feeding the cows grains. The cows should eat grass and hay. That's why you see grass fed everywhere. In the 90s, they started messing with the food, okay? It got even worse. If you go to pubmed.gov, you can look up any disease, and it's through the roof from 1990 to 2026. It's pretty bad. So everybody's messed up. So medicine is always a side effect. Vaccination is always a side effect. I'm not saying not to do that. I'm not saying not to take stuff. I'm saying the side effects, okay? So everybody's talking about gut support, right? A lot of it's lab made. I choose to go the most natural and most potent way that I know, okay? If you give the body, that's what I found out from these naturopathic doctors, if you give the body the right nutrition, it'll heal itself, but it can't absorb it, okay? Unless you get inflammation down, you get blood flow going, absorption going, okay? And, work on the digestion. And also, by the way, another side effect, a positive side effect of it, is that it's immune support, which is great. So, sugar, right, enables things. And of course, there are things I can eat now from doing this that I couldn't eat before with acid reflux. Before I got on keto, I was working on this and taking the ginger and turmeric. And clam chowder living in New England is not keto friendly because there's potatoes in it. But growing up here, I hadn't eaten it in years because I couldn't. I would burn, okay? And I finally had it after 15 years of not having it, and I was able to eat it. And I was like, oh my God, I missed it so much, right? And so just getting it right. So what I've been told, it's like driving your automobile over a bunch of nails. You got to pull the nails out, otherwise you get a flat tire. And then fill it back up with air. That's like I'm on the track right now walking here, right? And watching what you eat, right? And I find that when I do keto, I don't have those issues. Even like on having acid reflux, they say stay away from coffee. I can drink coffee now because I'm not using all those bad breads and all those things. I'm just not doing that. And that's what really caused it, is how I know it. Okay, what does it say? Stop embarrassing. Okay, see you later. I want people in here that are only going to be positive and know what, and I can help, and that we can work. We can all work together. So I do want to know about your wellness journeys, okay? And if this encourages you to walk, please let me know. And speaking about that question, with what you just asked me. The person about acid reflux, what this mentor did for me, who saved my life, taught me this health survey that was made by 500 naturopathic doctors. It goes through hard tissue, soft tissue, sugar, and digestion. It gets to the root cause of what's happening. You can track it yourself, and it kind of makes sense. It speaks to you. And then you kind of know, hello, what is happening, okay? And, your stomach needs a rest too, right? That's why intermittent fasting is great. Ginger is great for acid reflux. Calcium, bentonite, clay is great if you ever have an episode where you're having issues. You know what I'm saying? And it's always great. So good stuff. So has anybody eased into intermittent fasting and it didn't go the way you expected for the first few days? Your eating situation or schedule, if you will. And like I say, I go with it. If I'm hungry, I'm hungry. So I was really hungry today. My second day of really working on intermittent fasting. Yesterday, I had a shake in the morning, and then I ate last night. And then today, I was just like so hungry at 2 o'clock, I had to eat. And now I'm totally full. No issues. It's now almost 8 o'clock. I'm not eating tonight. That's it. So I'm going to go as many hours as I can till tomorrow morning. and get my intermittent fasting on. So all good stuff. So is anybody on there working on keto or intermittent fasting? Put a comment down below, and please subscribe. It helps me. This goal was to hit 100 people. We did. Thank you so much. And next goal, we were at like 132, is to hit 150. So help me hit that goal. I appreciate that. And hit the notification bell so I'll let you know when I'm on live. I try to go on live daily and walk. And if this encourages you to walk, that's great. I definitely would like to know that, and like to know if you started a channel and where you're from. And if you're back another time, you've already seen me on here before and you're subscribed, please say hello, where you're from, or remind me. I know there's somebody from Korea a couple times, and I don't know their name, but yesterday they were on it, and that's amazing. So big shout out to them, and anybody else that comes back. I really appreciate that, and I do want to know about your wellness journey as well. We're also having, I host a wellness challenge. It's a quest. It starts in May. It's complimentary, totally complimentary, just like the health survey is. And it's about 9 weeks. We have an accountability part to it where we just keep each other accountable. We have a couple Zooms we do each week. They're all taped. So wherever you're on the world, you can watch it whenever you can. You don't have to be on live. You can see some of those on my YouTube station in the past and meet some of the people around the world who've taken it. It's amazing. And the more the merrier, because it's an ongoing learning thing, which is great, right? And we all want to help each other, encourage each other to be better. So that starts in May and it goes till July. And again, it really keeps you accountable. It's fun. We have a Facebook group where we encourage each other. We have virtual workouts you can do if you want to work on that. The walking app is what started it for me to walk live on YouTube, because we were doing this Step Up app where we were on it last fall, and my goal had been to walk 10,000 steps. And I saw people doing 10 miles. I said, can I do that? And sure enough, I started doing it, and I couldn't believe it and how I felt. So I'm easing into that right now. I'm in Boston. It's pretty cold, even though today was 60. You know, it's cooling down here, but tonight it's in the 50s. People are out, see, they're playing tennis, and it's dark, and there's nobody in the field. People are just walking around the track. It's nighttime here. But, and I walk, sometimes I can't walk on this track, right? Because sometimes it's closed. There's different things going on. So I find other places to walk, as you can too. I've walked in places like the laundromat parking lot. I walked at the mall. I walked in the street, wherever, as long as I keep it moving. But I find that talking on YouTube Live and walking, I'm not walking alone, and you aren't either. So come walk with me is what I'm telling you. It's free, it's great, and it really gets you moving. But I like walking and talking, and it's always great. But yeah, so the intermittent fasting and not expecting that to happen was the thing today. That was for sure. I thought I was going to eat tonight, or try to eat a little, like I said, a little less. I didn't do bad today, so I can't say that. But I know it's like a certain amount of hours that really sets you apart when you start intermittent fasting, of not eating, and it just re-triggers everything, and you feel so good. So, like I said, I'd love to know who's done that and what their results were. Put a comment and share it with me, as it encourages me, like it'll encourage somebody else watching this too, which is great. So, with the person with the acid reflux, feel free to message me. I'd be happy to chat more with you about that, of what to do to ease into it. But I do feel a ketogenic diet will really help you. Everything can be reversible, believe it or not. People will tell you otherwise, but the doctors I work with have told me otherwise, and I was surprised. Just like they told us years ago that eggs weren't good for you, right? They keep changing what they're saying, okay? So, you know, I like to reference pubmed.gov for information. It's a great resource because there's case studies in there you can look up yourself. So I've been told, and I work this way, I educate myself about it, okay? And then I make my own decisions, right? Everybody has an opinion, but, you know, some case studies from years ago are very modified and very much look at who they did it with, age group, and different things like that. So look a little deeper and ask questions, right? As we keep finding out things were bad before, now they're good, right? What is up with that? So please keep that in mind. Again, after almost dying, I can tell you it makes you really rethink about things. And when you have a near-death experience like I did, you don't care what anybody thinks, okay? But you do want to get the right information, and people can have all their opinions they want. That's fine. That's their opinions. They can keep them, right? So who cares? What we care about is that you have another day to walk, another day you're healthy, another you're alive, right? So it's all good stuff. So anyway, again, it was warmer here today. It was like in the 60s, and again, they say wait 5 minutes and it's going to cool off. It's definitely getting cool now. It's great because it's like almost 8 o'clock, and I'm on the track. The lights are on out here, and the days are getting longer, and I'm able to fit in everything I need to do. That's always good, and you can too. So even though things you don't expect each day on what you're thinking, right, from schedule to your eating to whatever it might be, the moral of the story is just keep on doing it, show up anyway, and keep it going. That's the moral of the story. And nothing's perfect, just do the best you can do, right? So it's always good. So anyway, with that said, I hope everybody's doing well. Please comment, let me know if any of this resonated with you. I really want to know, and let me know where you're from, and send me a message if you'd like a complimentary wellness evaluation, and or join the health challenge quest. Love to have you on it. It's getting dark here now, and that starts in a few weeks. And what else can I tell you? I'll do my best to be back tomorrow. I've been going live every day now for over a month. I just started these, and it's been great. So I challenge you to do it too. And with that said, keep up the good work if you're starting the intermediate fast, and I encourage you to. You do feel better, you sleep better, less acid reflux, my friend that's asked about that, and a lot of things. There's a lot of great benefits to it. So with that said, you guys, have a good night, and I will see you guys soon. Over and out.